We are going to return now to that breaking news story in Somerset County, Pennsylvania, where 9 miners are being rescued at this hour. You're looking at live pictures now. They've brought the 3rd miner up. There are 9 of them down there. They've been down there for 3 days, and the amazing news tonight is that all 9 still alive, and they're all reportedly in good health. Now, the shaft is about 240 feet deep. The miners became trapped down there when they ran into an abandoned mine, and apparently the walls collapsed around them. Crews used a couple of giant drills, and they worked for more than 72 frustrating hours trying to reach these miners underground. At one point, the drill bit broke. They had to go get another one, which was a 10-hour process. But finally tonight, after 3 days of difficult work, they have found these men amazingly alive. Pennsylvania's governor has been very involved in this rescue process, and earlier today he informed the families about how the miners are doing. They found out that they were safe and alive by lowering a telephone down a shaft that they had drilled to the miners, and apparently one of the miners was able to get that phone and call back up to say that they were all 9 down there. Now, one of the miners was complaining of some chest pains, so they did bring him up first and they rushed him to a local hospital. These 9 have been without food, without water for 3 days, so they're going to definitely need some medical treatment. Let's listen in. There you see him. I can't tell if there are 2 people in that little mini elevator or just one. All right, it looks like just one person. I assume this is one of the miners. They've been through an incredible ordeal. You can imagine being trapped underground, 224 feet underground for as long as these guys have been. They probably have no idea how much time that they've spent down there. And he appears to be moving just fine. There was a lot of water down there, a lot of mud, so, you know, they're very dirty. They've been wet and cold for 3 days. Throughout the entire rescue, the rescuers were dealing with the threat of water flooding this chamber where the miners had found refuge. So this was a very tricky process, and they've apparently done an amazing job, an excellent job in keeping the water out of the chamber as they dug down there to get these nine men out. Now, the entire community there in Somerset, Pennsylvania has been helping out with this. A nearby farmer allowed his entire field to be ripped up because apparently the rescue workers needed to have access to that piece of ground. And businesses have been bringing in food and water for the rescue workers, trying to help them out, support them through this process. And it's important to point out that as they worked for 72 hours to try to get these 9 miners to safety, they had no idea if the men were still alive. So thankfully tonight, their efforts are paying off, and these men are going to be reunited with their families. One of the rescue workers was pointing out earlier this evening that as a result of this accident, miners in the United States are going to have to start mapping out these abandoned mines more carefully, because apparently they didn't know this abandoned mine was in the area when they were working earlier this week. All right, we're going to take a quick break right now, and we will be back in just a moment with more live coverage from Pennsylvania.
Only the best deserve to be showcased. And at the Chrysler Showcase, you'll see our most award-winning minivans ever. Like Chrysler Town & Country. With 0% financing for 60 months, you'll save up to $6,700. Or choose 0% financing on family-friendly Voyager. And get Chrysler's 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty on the hardest working parts of your vehicle. So check out the Chrysler Showcase. With great savings and selection, there's a little something for everyone. And it's all at your Chrysler dealer.
With Verizon Wireless, now you can talk.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Or access the web.
Good.
Across the country. Act now and get unlimited night and weekend minutes to use nationwide, all on the America's Choice Network. Now with mobile web for only $40 monthly access.
Good.
And for a limited time only, get an LG phone at our lowest price ever. So don't wait. The minutes may be unlimited.
Good.
But the offer's not.
Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Get a new look at Ross.
Hey, great outfits.
Ross.
Really?
If you haven't been to Ross lately, you've got to see what's in store for you.
Great dishes. Yeah, but can she cook?
That's adorable.
You'll find an incredible selection of the top brands.
Love this jacket.
Nice, huh?
Wait, is it
Yes, it is.
Ross, much more than low prices.
A paralyzed dog finds new life with residents of a nursing home. Ginger's amazing recovery later tonight on the 10 o'clock news.
How do you top a summer when Buick ranks best in 2 J.D. Power & Associates Initial Quality Awards? You celebrate with 0% APR financing for 5 years. On LeSabre, best full-size car in Initial Quality. And on Century, best premium mid-size car. 60 months interest-free on new 2002 Century and LeSabre. Or choose $3,000 cash back. Summer drive at your participating Northwest Buick dealer.
Everything you do is so original. You make life sweet, such a treat. Living large, loving each day, keeping it real no matter what they say. Come on, now get right to it. Gotta keep this party live.
Grab a DQ Blizzard treat. Creamy soft serve blended with your favorite ingredients like chocolatey Oreo cookies, scrumptious chocolate chip cookie dough, or creamy Reese's peanut butter cups. Only at DQ. Ready to dig in? DQ's something different.
In the 1860s, we began connecting a continent, building a network so powerful it would transport an entire nation into the future. I guess you could say we've been online for the last 140 years.
Welcome back. We're going to go back live now to Somerset County, Pennsylvania. Mark Nelson joining us now as we look at some live pictures of a rescue that's happening right now. For those of you just joining us, 9 miners, as you may have heard, were trapped underground there for 3 days. It was 9 p.m. Wednesday when they ran into an abandoned mine, and they were trapped underground, 224 feet underground. And this rescue effort has been ongoing ever since. Now, we mentioned earlier that there was some problem with water potentially flooding the chamber where these miners are. And so they used pressure. They pressurized the chamber to keep the water out. Now, this could cause some problems for the miners, right?
Yeah, now the big problem is, once they put all that air in, they pressurize that chamber. If that's what happened, I think that maybe they're not real sure exactly what happened when they put the air in there. But if they are pressured up, it's they're kind of like scuba divers, actually. They're not in the water, but they've been living for, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, whatever, at a very high pressure. So if you suddenly bring somebody back up to normal atmospheric pressure, you would get what is called the bends, actually, and you get basically it could kill you within a very short time. So what they may do with these folks, and this is what I've heard they will probably do, is immediately send them to hyperbaric chambers, so then they can gradually bring the pressure from their high pressure back down to our normal atmospheric pressure here. But that can kill you pretty quickly. It's painful. Wow. Now, if we're lucky, maybe the pressure wasn't that high within that chamber. So I guess we'll find out soon. But so they're not really in the clear until they get through that as well.
And is that usually a lengthy process? Do they have to be in that hyperbaric chamber for quite a while, or?
I don't think so. I'm not sure about the time, but I'm sure it's less than a day. I think it's just several hours, several to many hours.
Okay. Yeah. We're looking at tape now of an earlier rescue, and we didn't see them put any of the miners into any sort of a hyperbaric chamber, so I guess we can assume that for some of them, the pressure wasn't great enough that they would, need that sort of treatment.
That's true. I'm sure they would find out pretty quickly. The guys would tell them, and then they can quickly do tests. They probably have a medical tent. I assume they have all the medical facilities right there. So, yeah, that was just a few minutes ago, right there. So,
okay. Mark, thanks for that insight. And we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back in just a moment.